Welcome back, you guys. I'm Rinima Borah once again, and if you are new, I do a lot of makeup tutorials and all kind of fun things. Today we are doing a soft glam Indian bridal look. I mean, all inspired by the recent Bollywood brides Kiara Advani, Alia Bhatt, Katrina Kaif, and Anushka Sharma, of course. I love how it's all transitioning from like a full glam, different kind of a second skin layer, all glam makeup to a soft glam. So I thought I'll just help you guys with some tips and techniques that I have for it. So this is the look, but I'm gonna take you guys step by step of how I created it. By the way, all the jewelry that I'm wearing, and it's almost making me uncomfortable to even talk to you, is all from Prayer though. I love their boxing. No, this is not sponsored by them. I have paid for all the jewelry myself, and I absolutely love how they are, but they are totally a little expensive, but I think it's worth it. Look at them, so cute. I borrowed this beautiful sari from my mother-in-law because I really don't wear these colors too much, and I'm gonna show you guys the full look in a bit. But let's get started. I already have my prep on, and I actually intended to wear hazel lenses, but I'm out of stock. So I'm doing brown lenses. Olens, you can feel free to use any soft colored lenses like hazel, light brown, etc. for the soft glam bridal look. All right, so I have my prep on. I will link all the products I used for my prep. We are straight getting on to my base and eyeshadow. So I will start with my eyeshadow first, but before that, I'm going to just have my primer all over my face. I'm using Milk Hydrating Primer. Just gonna go all over the face. What I like to do is when I do my prep, I like to leave the prep alone for at least 5 to 10 minutes for like the moisturizer and the serum and everything to sink in. And I don't have sunscreen because I'm assuming I'm getting married in the evening. So while this sits and sets, let's quickly finish the eyeshadow. We will first use a concealer. This is again NARS. Okay, I'm gonna use a different concealer today, actually. I'm so used to my hand, just like muscle memory straight goes to my most favorite concealer that I use every day. But I recently picked up the NARS Pot Concealer, and I'm really excited to use that because I'm so used to using like this, and I've never tried this. So let's go. Both of them are in the same shade, that's Caramel. It's actually the first time I'm using this. You see, it's brand new. I like it more than the liquid concealer already. I think it's just cream products sometimes are easier to place and blend. Let's quickly set this. I am using my favorite setting powder, Laura Mercier. Where are you? Just gonna use the same powder to set this. The Triangular Puff is from MAC Cosmetics. You can find that over Nykaa. Okay, so while I'm setting this, the eyeshadow palette that we will use for this, again, no rocket science to guess this one because it is a pastel soft glam look. So you're using Huda Beauty's nude palette. It has all the best colors to create any soft glam look. I mean, that is why I picked it up, like for summer, spring, and all kind of summer, spring makeup. And now with all the Bollywood ladies loving their soft glam, this is like the best. The colors that we're gonna be playing around with is, I'm gonna go one by one. So the first two colors that I'm mixing for my outer crease, like this part, are the colors Love Bite and Spanked. I'm gonna mix them both basically, dust off the extra and go on place the product first. No, let me just use this mirror a bit, it's easier. Very half a C kind of motion. I'm literally just placing these products now. We'll do all the blending later. I know I just said I wouldn't blend, but it's just like I said, muscle memory. I don't want to keep things for later. Let's just blend it when we do it. I need some more color. I mean, if you ask my opinion on wedding, like why do I keep saying I just got married? It's gonna be 3 years this December. But my social wedding was like 1.5 years ago, and I definitely chose all red. You know, I'm that Indian girl who loves a big fat Indian wedding, who loves her red lehenga in her wedding, and who loves like a full glam. But I understand some of you when you wanna adapt more to the whole Western wedding gown, pastel, keep your face and jewelry simple kind of a look, and that is why I'm putting this up. But if you ask me, I really would prefer like the complete Indian way. Finishing off the other eye before I move on to the next color. Okay, so for the next color, what we will do is I'm moving on to the shade Raw, which is like in deep brown, and I'm going to use that for my corners on the end of both eye to kind of give it a little more definition. So I'm looking for another fluffy brush that I used. There you go. I'm using that only like only on the corner part. It's like a smaller V inside the C. I'm gonna add on more color later if I want, but I think so far I'm good. And now for the center, like from the inner corner to the part where I have these colors, I'm going to use the color Tickle and mix it up with Tease. These are these two colors, and fill out that area. I'm gonna take a flat shader brush know the amount of sacrifice I do for you guys. I mean, because I'm shooting the tutorial, I can't have my icons on. I can't have a fan because you guys wouldn't hear me as well as you can. So yeah. Anyway, we're almost done with the eyes. So I'm gonna use the sparkly shade Fantasy, just on a little bit flat shader brush. Place it here and go onto the same part where I actually had the shades Tickle and Tease. Very tiny. And now I'm going to go back to the first brush that I used, pick up the color Love Pie and blend this so that both these colors are very happily married to each other. I'm going to use a brush with like no color and blend one last time to make sure there are no harsh lines. Sure, there are no harsh lines, it's just me going overboard. What do you think? Eyes are done. We're ready to move on to base, but what I want to do, I'm going to probably use mascara. I'm not sure if I'm going to use lashes today. So I'm going to put one coat of mascara right now, and then we can take a call at the end, because goal is to keep it as simple as we can. But you know, again, like I understand why all of these celebrities like Alia Bhatt, Kiara Advani, Katrina Kaif, Anushka Sharma did a pastel look. Well, think about it. They do makeup almost every day of their life because they're actresses. And that is why they want to go easy maybe on their wedding day. But don't forget, for us, it might be just that one day we get to glam up. So please don't let anybody change your mind. And don't think that full glam, red bindi and red lehenga and red lipstick is not in trend anymore. It is just that people who tend to overdo it, I understand why they want to go easy on their big day. Since it's bridal, I'm using stroke cream today to like highlight cheekbones, my nose, my chin, a little bit on my forehead. Very small amount. I'm gonna go on the highest points of my face like this. I've just used the M.A.C stroke cream shade Pinklite. I will make sure you'll see photos of every product while I speak. The next step, we are going to conceal before we use foundation. I'm going back to the same pot concealer that I used for my eyeshadow base. To brush for this, so I'm going to just use this for my under eye and a little bit. I calm down a little bit because I do have brown spots, which are basically freckles. You know what I want to do? I want to blend today and then go on to the other part of the face. And NARS, it's high time you come to our country. This is NARS's way of saying no. I don't want to come to your country. I'm gonna go around my face. Before I do that, just make sure I don't have any oil or sweat. You know that phrase, iska kismat, my freaking Hindi kismat, Huda hai. Like my forehead is like that right now. I mean, not in a astrological way, but like my forehead is forever tan, and Bangalore is so hot right now. The sun is up my like forehead and I think it's getting more and more tan. I've really done so many things, but I don't see much of a difference. Does any one of you know like a great cure apart from Cosmelan and all other possible peels that's available in the dermatology world? Because I've tried them all, I tell you, and none has worked. Maybe it is reduced by 40% or so. But if you guys really know a full-blown, like guaranteed repair or treatment for this, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll be grateful. We are going to move on to foundation. I'm excited. I'm using a brand new foundation today. So I also did pick up the Chanel foundation. This one is by far my most expensive foundation, but then it's also Chanel. So you know, we like to pay you, Chanel, because you have always lived up to everything that you say. So this one is an ultra comfort, flawless, all day comfort, flawless finish foundation. Ultra latent. So I'm just going to take 2 pumps. Oh my god, I don't have my palette, so I'm going to use my hands. So just literally 2 pumps, and I'm not going to apply it all over at once. I would rather do the same thing like I did with my concealer. So I'll have my brush ready. So let me use a different brush today. I'm going to use the Sigma F80 Air. This is a liquid cream foundation blending brush. So let's try that. Whatever is left out on the brush, I'm going to use it on my neck. Wow, dude, 2 pumps literally also feels like a lot. Look, I still have so much left after covering my whole face. Dope, here's a nightmare. My dog barking in his sleep. He's so cute. I'm just thinking I probably should have taken off my septum. I promise you guys, when I'm at 1 million subscribers, I'll do all of this sacrifice. I'm not doing it with 500. Definitely not. But hey, on that note, like I really appreciate the ones who do support me so much and keeps my motivation up to keep doing all of these fancy things. Thank you to my lovely 492 subscribers so far. 8 more, come on, hit it, make it 500. I hope by the time you watch this tutorial I'm at least at 500. Do you know I wake up every day to see how many of you followed me? Like, I don't know how long I can do that, but yeah, it really means a lot, you guys. So keep the love coming and I will be sure to give it back to you. Alright, we're done with our foundation as well. I'm gonna move on to contour. So for contouring, we are sticking to Huda Beauty's Tan and Tone, my favorite cream contour. We know where we contour by now. If you haven't, just go watch all of my previous tutorials and you will really be a pro if you have been following me and watching my tutorials by now in terms of contour. The biggest problem is always like I say, my northeastern nose. I don't know why you guys even love it. I forever think I have the weirdest nose. I'm using a different contour brush today. Usually I stick to Sigma's F23 soft angle contour brush, but today I'm moving on to Sigma's F53 air contour and blush brush. I like that this is more softer on my skin than the other one. My husband is video calling. Hold on you guys, I'll be right back. Brush for the nose. This one is Huda Beauty. I haven't even used the other side of it. This is actually meant for the rest of the face, and I don't know why I just like to use this part because I do have already like 2 to 3 contour brushes. So I'm gonna save this maybe for travels. Okay, let's move on to blush. We are using NARS's liquid blush. This is in the shade Dolce Vita. It's a little peachy, so which again makes it a little less serious rather than a hot pink or like a pink. This is how it looks, the shade. You guys can see. I'm gonna go very gently. Maybe a little more. What do you think? I honestly don't want to throw what I have in my hand, but I think it's all right. Man, guys. Okay, so for the light concealer to highlight my under eye, forehead, nose, and the below contour part, I'm again sticking to my Born This Way Conceal, Contour, Highlight, Retouch concealer. I have to be very careful with the usage though, because I want to be like using very less products of this one. Because again, we are trying to keep it soft glam. I think I want to go on with my Pretty Blender a little bit because I think it's going to soak unnecessary products. Setting spray and set the eyes with that because my concealer has gone. Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay, while that sets a little bit, let's do the remaining part. Very little, just the nose, the forehead, the chin, and just a little bit here and a little bit here. This I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender. What do you think of my holy nails, guys? Isn't it cute? I really try to do like nails based on the season and the mood. These ones are for Holi. Today is Holi, right? I'm shooting today's 8th of March, guys. Actually, by the time you see it, it's gonna be definitely later. But happy Holi, belated maybe by the time you see it. And it's also International Women's Day. I'm pumped that it is. I absolutely love celebrating me, my gender. Let's quickly set this. I am not gonna bake anything. I'm just gonna use the Laura Mercier setting powder and set my under eye and all the places that I use the concealer. Very little. Moving on to bronzer, I am going to use Charlotte Tilbury's bronzer. All these are new products that I picked up. I'm really like stoked. I love Charlotte Tilbury and I think she's so worth the money in terms of her products, her formulas, her packaging and durability. It really works out, her price range. Like you never feel like it's too much that you're paying. And look at this beautiful bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. Look at the packaging. It looks like, you know, what is that, oysters? Yeah, it looks like an oyster shell. Very less. What I totally don't want to do is wear a pastel sari today. I love my reds like I told you, especially when I'm doing a bridal look. But I gotta, do you know I postponed this makeup session like for the longest time because I'm just realizing that between what you guys like and between what I like, there is sometimes a gap, and I mostly want to do things that interest me, that excites me, because you know, you might think that creators don't get bored, but we do, because it gets monotonous after a certain point, you know. So I really did this only for you guys, because I know that a lot of you would want to create this bridal look for yourself, and makeup artists are so expensive. Rightfully so, they do put in a lot of hard work and everything, but nothing like doing your own wedding makeup. It's not a hard and fast rule that you have to have a makeup artist come over for your, I mean, even if they do, at least you know how to direct them or guide them, you know. So yeah, I'm really trying, guys, to do things that I might not really love, but I know that you guys would. Maybe that's called growing up in the YouTube world. So we are gonna go use a powder blush right after. I'm again using Charlotte Tilbury. Look at this beauty again. Like, I picked this up newly. This is Cheek to Chic. Love is the drug. Charlotte Tilbury powder blush. Mwah, love it. Oh, most of my brushes are Charlotte Tilbury too. I have my blush brush. I got it. This one is Huda Beauty though. Wow. I like what I see. Okay, what I'm gonna do is finish this off with a setting spray. We aren't done yet. We still have a lot to do, but I'm gonna use my setting spray first. Again, Charlotte Tilbury. Looks like this is sponsored by Charlotte Tilbury, but she hasn't given me one free product. I've paid money, good amount of money for each of this product, but hopefully one day. Lovely. It's expensive. I need to use less of this. Oh, I do love her packaging so much. Not just the packaging, I love her products too. So while this dries, I have eyebrows to do, I have lips to do, so I'm going to quickly finish off the lips first, and then I move on to eyebrows, and then we do highlighter, and then we're almost done, guys. I'm just wiping off the lip balm I had put at the beginning. I know I do have the best lips in the world, guys. It's like, I love it. Thank you, Daddy, for giving me this big fat lips. I'm going to use 3 lipsticks today. That's intense. So the pink lip liner from K Beauty, and then I'm moving on to a pink lipstick. This is Flat Out Fabulous from M.A.C Cosmetics. So I'm gonna fill out my lips with this. Oh my God, the lips looks great, but I need to do a lot of work. And then I'm gonna take the shade Ruby Woo, which is their red, again from M.A.C Cosmetics. I'm gonna use a lip brush for this, because what I'm gonna do with this shade is I'm gonna just contour the corner of my lips with this. And now, to settle it all down, I'm going to use Snapshot from K Beauty and go all over. Alrighty, let's move on to eyebrows. I'm using Anesthesia by Beverly Hills' eyebrow in the shade Light Soft Brown. Again, this one is like a pulley and a wand, so you don't really have to do much. You just have to draw through, but I would really wanna... Oh man, when you have too many brushes, it's not even a joke. I wanna like comb my eyebrows, shape them first before I go in with this. Because there's no coming back if you don't have like a good hand with this eyebrow. Like eyebrow gel is difficult. It's actually the first time I'm trying a gel. I usually use Miss Claire and the Brow Promenade. So slightly. The best way is go back to your foundation brush, because I'm sure there'll be some amount of product in there, and just fix it. I don't even mind using the concealer part. Very good. Damage is not seen, right? Okay, I'm going to use a spoolie and fix this a little more, because I'm totally going to take time to get a hang of liquid gel eyebrow. Okay, your eyebrows can literally change the way you look. So, and I'm using Huda Beauty's eyeshadow medium glow obsessions palette for today's highlighter. I'm using the second shade. So just go in a little bit. I'm going to use the same thing for my under eye. Ta-da! Almost done! I want to go get some finishing touches. I'm actually contemplating on whether I want to wear lashes or not, but maybe I should take this off, and then that's going to give me a better idea of whether... Oh, ooh, ew! But alright. Let me see. What do we think? Do we think we need lashes, or do we think we just leave without lashes? So you know guys, I'm totally trying lashes, but I'm trying these magnetic lashes, which is freaking the first time I'm going to use it. So I'm going to take some help from Ghazal. You guys know Ghazal, she manages me. So
say hi.
Say hi, Ghazal. That was Shoaib on the background was shooting for us. I have absolutely no clue what we are doing, but lovely patience displayed. This is Eylure London. Oh my god, these lenses are freaking adorable, bro. You don't have to wear glue. Because I'm gonna order all of it before you guys like stock it out. It's not like I'm such a like 3 million subscribers anyways. But luxury for mink fiber eyelashes. You can see how-tos online in www.eylure.com. That is freaking intense. Oh, I love it. I love it. Just look at this. I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to glue lashes. Like, never. And I like how it's done so cat-eyed. Like, you know, like you have false extensions going on with it only on the side. And then you have no distraction of like it hitting it and hurting you here. So I did lashes. Great. What have I left? Nothing. All right, guys, I'm gonna go quickly now. This is the look though. So far, the makeup. Let me show you properly. This is the look. Let me see myself if I like it. I think it's pretty nice, don't you think? I can't go more soft glam than this. I'm gonna quickly drape a sari, put on like some stuff to make myself more dulhani, and then I'll come back to you guys.